Alright guys, it's time for step number 4 in the process of selling your home. Showings, right? Now, although this is super fun for a lot of buyers, may not always be the best for sellers, right? Because sometimes they may call you, the day before, an hour before, so definitely make sure you discuss with your realtor how much notice you need for showings. Now, when you go through a showing, depending on your property, it may or may not be recommended for you to be there. Now, a lot of times if your property is very complex, like if it's a farm property that may have a lot of questions, your realtor may say, hey, you know what, it may be a good idea for you to be here in case the seller has some questions. Otherwise, unless you feel more comfortable being there, it is not necessarily required for you, the seller, to be there during showings. But definitely don't be afraid to tell your realtor if you feel more comfortable being there. One thing I will caution you, if you do choose to stay, is if you were looking through a house, you would probably feel a little self-conscious and may not necessarily want to be honest or feel comfortable walking through a house. So definitely put that in the back of your head if you do decide to stay for showings. Is trying to give the buyer and the buyer's agent some space so that they can feel like they can see themselves in your home and be able to fall in love with it. Now, you could have, depending on your house, you could have anywhere from 1 showing to 3 showings to 4 showings, a day or every other week. Now, after every showing, it's always recommended that realtors submit any kind of feedback on how the showing went. So definitely pay attention to whatever feedback you get from your showings. It could be both good and bad, but both of them can help you be able to sell your home quicker. Whether the feedback is good or bad, it could indicate that either there's something that you could possibly work on or fix, or that you may be soon getting an offer. Both are good feedback. So any feedback is good feedback, and that is step number 4 in the process of selling your home, is the actual showing process.